Hello, listeners. Welcome back to the 5 Minute Social Worker, the podcast where we tackle the tough stuff in social work, hopefully with a touch of humour and lots of heart. I'm your host, Matt, here to guide you through the tangled theories of our trade, with a laugh perhaps, and maybe a biscuit too. Last week, I spoke about systems theory, which made me think more about systemic practice and its origins. Today, we're cracking open the nut that is psychosocial theory. Remember that one? Think of it like the Rosetta Stone for understanding human behaviour in social contexts. So, psychosocial theory sounds posh, doesn't it? Like something Freud might discuss over a cuppa. Well, he started it, and Erik Erikson finished it, I'd say. But don't let the fancy name fool you. It's just a posh way of saying humans are complex creatures, shaped by our minds and our mates. Think of it as trying to understand why your mate Dave insists on wearing shorts in the middle of winter, or being the person who still spins vinyl in a world where everyone else has gone digital. You're savouring the crackle of each record while everyone else is tapping away on playlists. Let's break it down. Psychosocial theory tells us that our development is influenced by more than just our minds or personal choices. It's like a dance between our psychological needs and the social world around us. Imagine you're a penguin in a huddle. You can't just waddle off any way you want. You have to shuffle and rotate with the crew, while collectively deciding which way the huddle shuffles to avoid the Antarctic breeze. It's a chilly, coordinated dance of survival and togetherness. This theory helps us understand why people behave the way they do in different social settings. Why does Graham, the quiet bloke in the office, become a wild man at the annual office party? It's the psychosocial forces at play, personal anxieties meeting social opportunities. In social work, we use this lens to look at everything from childhood development to older adult care. For instance, let's consider adolescence, a time when even the best of us might have sported too much eyeliner or a really regrettable hairstyle. Teenagers, they're like moody little mysteries wrapped in Snapchat filters and TikTok dances. Psychosocial theory helps us understand why they're texting their mates at 2 a.m. instead of sleeping. Hint, it's not just the hormones, it's the pressure cooker of school, parents, and of course social media. So, how do we apply this in practice? Imagine you're working, maybe with a young mum feeling overwhelmed and isolated. Psychosocial theory doesn't just prompt us to treat her anxiety, it encourages us to explore maybe her social supports, her community connections, and even societal attitudes towards motherhood that could be impacting her mental health. Basically, psychosocial theory prompts us to dig deeper, not just the surface level stuff. It's like being a detective, peeling back layers of life's onion to find out what's making them cry. And here's where it gets real. Because theory is great, but it has to work on the ground in real tea and toast situations. It's about not just handing out advice, but understanding the whole person in their whole life context. Wouldn't recommend a seafood diet to someone who lives miles away from the sea, right? Similarly, our interventions need to be informed by a deep understanding of both the psychological and the social aspects of someone's life. Wrapping up, remember that psychosocial theory gives us a framework for understanding the full spectrum of human behaviour in context. It's about peeling back the layers of the onion without shedding too many tears. So, keep your eyes open, your empathy on full blast, and your theoretical tools sharp. Thanks for tuning in again. Let's continue to connect the dots in our social work practice and maybe make our part of the world a little easier to navigate. Please share your thoughts in the comments or pass this episode along to a colleague who might find it useful. Until next time, keep your minds curious, your hearts open, and your biscuits dunked. Here's to making a difference, one psychosocial insight at a time, or in modern social work terms, one ecological systems theory insight at a time. Take care until next time.